S3 to all what is it called, Audis, the S3, A3, and the V-dubs, which is Mark 7 and onwards. They have these sort of the plastic thermostat housing and a water pump. They are known to leak. So what we're gonna do, it's leaking, so we're gonna change it. I will take the TFSI S3. The same engine as the V-dub. Them and the V-dub has the same engine. Not difference in terms of the V-dub, that's AUDI. So now we have a slightly leak where the water pump and it sits in there. Bhaiya kyun idhar aata hai? So the water pump, that's the water pump right there, and the thermostat is right there. So these are known to do the water pump and the thermostat because it's a plastic housing and they're built in one, and they're known to I had one that was a V-dub. It was at 45,000. I did the water pump. It's not cheap. It's about $500. Some of them $470 to $550. Depends on who you're getting it from. So intake manifold off, and then you have to take the intake and the throttle body with the charge pipe, and then it should be done. Easily you can get the excess. So you have to take all the hoses, you have to take the cover, and then it should be easy to get to. So I took off the airbox. The airbox is off. Where the air comes in, that's off to the air filter. So now I'm gonna jack it up, take the coolant out, to take a coolant, and then I'm gonna leave it to drain. So I'm gonna drain out all the coolant. Once I'm done with that, then I'll start taking bits and pieces. Now we'll take. So I took off the cover. Once you see coolant mark on the sump like that, while it's coming from here, that's indication of what is it called, your thermostat or the water pump is leaking. So most likely it could be the thermostat or the water pump. So you see here, that's there as well. So that's most likely your water pump is gone, but you still have to check it with the professional so you can see. So at this stage the water pump is on this side, so it's not gone, but the thermostat was underneath, that's leaking. So it's one piece that has to go, like it has to come in one piece. That comes in the box. So you have a belt, you have that one goes to the cooler, from here to the cooler, and that's your thermostat, electrical thermostat operated by, like it's electrical, and that's your water pump. The part that leaks is leaking here, so they leak here, they leak here, and then they leak in between here. So it's all bits and pieces they leak. So well, this is about 500 to 550. From underneath we have to take the charge pipe. So this is coming from the turbo, and this is going to the what is it called, throttle body. So there's one T30 is here, and then one is right there, T30. So, and then there's a sensor. Once you take that off, you have to take the pipe, untie it, and then we have to loosen it from the top. Now once I'm going to put it down, I'll show you what we're going to do. So from here we have to take it from here, and then we'll have to push it down. Pipe is off, so you see there, that's the coolant leaking. Just right there. And took off the pipe, so that goes like this. Took it off completely. And now, I might think I might be able to put it like that. Instead of taking the airbox, I just maybe need, the intake manifold, I might just take off this. I see, because it's not hard to take off the intake manifold, just the hassle. I see. So, took off the throttle body, took all the hoses off, took all the plugs where there was this mount. There's two plugs for here, and then there's this one. There was what is it called? Injectors and stuff. Usually I do take off the intake manifold, but on these ones they have more room, easier. But on Go Far, they're pretty hard because there's not much space. So you have to take off the intake manifold. But here, because I don't want to take intake manifold off, because you have to take the line of a fuel line, then when you take it off, you have to change the seal, you have to take the filter off because that sensor gets caught. So I'm minimizing a bit of work to sacrifice a bit of hardness. So I did loosen it, so it's not hard. You just have to take all the hoses, whatever comes here, you have more room. So yeah, once I'm done taking that, I will show you how many screws they have, and I will let you know. So on this one, you see the pump is not bad. Doesn't look like there's a leak on it. There's no leak, but just about here, this one, that's leaking. So that's all one piece. And you see this is, the gasket is not round enough anymore. It was leaking on the sides as well here. So it was leaking here. So they do leak in quite a few places because they have this that goes over here, and they see it's not much of holding it. So you get the new one with these. You get a new one, the belt and the bolt. So charge pipes are in, thermostat and the water pump all are in, the hoses are connected. I'm just gonna tighten everything up from the top and then just pressure test it and start the car. Once the pressure test is done, start the car and see what comes in and how is the thing. So if it's leaking anywhere or not, I'm just gonna clean around here, blow it up, the air blower, and yeah, should be good to go. So hoses are done, it's all tied up, all the screws are bolted in. This bike has two T30 and the one that comes from the reservoir to the bottom hose that has 230 as well. So I did not take it off from here, I just took it from here, just push the outside. Same here, I just took it off from here and pushed it just over the side and did everything. Tied up the charge at the back as well. So everything is in, just the air box is left. By the time I check the pressure, I will just do the sensors, sensor seal. So I have two seals. I do that and the pads, so I can check if there's any leak. There is, or I have to see what's wrong with there, where it's leaking from, because that goes to the pump, connects to the oil filter cooler. So we'll have to see if that's leaking too or not. Hopefully it's not, but it's a big job to do that too. So the coolant leak is done, but it has the top and the timing cover gasket, so that's leaking as well. We need to do that too. So they usually leak from these and the ring on the sensor, and plus these ones. So there's about 2 at the bottom and 2 in the middle and 2 at the top. So it's about 6 size 10 ratchet or T30 you can use. There's 2 options. We don't have the gasket yet, so this is the O-ring that's in there. That's the solenoids. So we don't have that. You have to take off the dipstick. What is it called? The dipstick. So it goes all the way underneath. There's one T30 there. It will be Loctite. The only way you can take it out is first to take off the cover and then you can take it out. It does not come off other than that. You have to first put that in and then you can put the what is it called, the cover, timing cover back. So I'm going to jack it up. I'm going to do the sump, which the sump is leaking too. So the worker went to pick it up. As soon as he arrives, I would have took it off all the screws. And we'll just drain it, and then it's easy. It's not hard. So there's all around here. So you have to take all this off, disconnect the sensor. It should fairly come out easily. So this is the gasket. It's for timing cover. These 2 doesn't look so good. And then this one is the sump, was leaking too. So I did a special chemical we have to wash what is it called, the engine parts. Was done. Take it to outside to wash it with degreaser, so it's all done, clean. Everything is clean, so it's all clean. Now put the gasket on. I'm gonna put first the sump, and then I'm gonna clean the sump. So we're gonna buff that out. I'm gonna buff all this out to make it nice and clean. Once that's done, I'll put the cover on. We don't put any silicone because the silicone, it doesn't work unless it's just silicone. Then that's a different story, but it's a rubber hose. It doesn't work. I have tried many of them. It doesn't. It leaks in a few months. So now sometimes we put grease on rubber, so it can the sit what's it called, tightly, or sit more better. But we'll see what I'm gonna do. It's all cleaned up. So the gasket, when I buffed this, all the metal particles came on the cover, so I had to take it off, wash that too. So I had to wash, clean all around in the corners. So when you try to clean it, there will be a little bit, what is it called, metal particles from sanding. So when you use sandpaper, so Yeah, put it on. I'm gonna put it now. I'll show you. All is done. Gasket, everything. No oil from the top. The pepper cover or handle to the gasket. I washed the engine and all of them. But just need to reinspect it. And just want to see if there was any leak or not. There's no leak, so I'm gonna put it back up. But it's already done. Now we're gonna just put it back and that's it. So the car is finished. Checked everything. It's done. Just worker's gonna wash it. Should be good to go. I'm gonna go grab another job, and that's all.